back. I'm excited. Man, listen, these women have been giving out some nuggets out this world. I mean, Karen really outdid herself on this level up summit that's coming up in April. We got so many women from all across the world been interviewing today. I done been up to New York. I done been to LA. I done been to Georgia. I done been to Chicago. I have been everywhere. Come on, Karen. Come on through. Let's get a little clap for Karen. She ain't play with it. So, don't forget to go and register for the Level Up Summit. Time2levelup.com. It's free. It's free. It doesn't cost any money. The speakers are just amazing. So we got another dynamic speakers. Coach Jacqueline is in the building. Let me go ahead and bring her up. She is a confident coach. Oh, she ready. She got her. Oh, we doing this. Okay. She came in like, I'm about to give it to you. We need to give it to me. Let her know. What's going on, ma'am?
Okay, so now you in Michigan, okay? We in Michigan right now.
We're in Michigan.
You're in the Midwest now.
All right. Well, come on. Let me see what Michigan got to say. Come on, Michigan.
Ooh, Michigan, boy, our weather is so up and down. But I am so excited to be here.
Yes.
And this is just, this whole Level Up experience has been so awesome. Getting the opportunity to meet a lot of other, powerful women, that are really doing positive things and helping other women, and men basically live their best lives, become a better version of themselves. I'm just excited to be here and to just, chat and share with you all.
Well, I ain't trying to be funny. It's the red lipstick for me today, baby. It's the red lipstick. She got look. It's the red lipstick for me. You are not playing no games with it. You better bring it, man. You're looking beautiful today.
Thank you. But you know what? I can do this in the house, right? When we go out now, we got to wear masks. I can't even show my lipstick off no more.
So you're looking for interviews to do the show off your lipstick.
Yep.
That is hilarious, man. I'll be doing it too. I ain't gonna lie, but I know it. Ain't let me put no lipstick, no makeup on, because we don't see your face for real.
I sure sees your eyes. That's it.
Your eyes. Long my brow got to be on. I got to make sure the brow together.
Yours look really nice. I like them.
Thank you, sis. So tell us who you are, what you do, where you from. Just give us some good tea today.
Okay, so again, I'm born and raised in Michigan. That's currently where I reside right now with my husband and my 10-year-old.
Okay.
I'm a confidence and success coach. And the name of my company is Realizing Your Potential LLC. And I actually started it specifically to uplift and empower other African-American women that were initially just in general, but now I focus more specifically on business owners and basically helping them to level up, helping them to create unshakable confidence, because that's really what it's about. If you are not going to get to that level of success that you want to, if you don't fully believe in yourself and your abilities to be able to make it happen. I mean, that's the bottom line. You can have the best coach in the world, but if you don't truly believe you deserve it and that you can do it, it is not going to happen. So that's more specifically what I do in terms of, via group sessions, individual sessions, and so forth. And in terms of spotlighting women, because there's so many of us that are really just doing this thing up, right? I mean, just doing all of these awesome things. I mean, we say Black excellence and we do it and we don't even bat an eye. You know what I mean? We just do it, we get it done. So when I do, I have a couple of virtual stages that I allow women to spotlight themselves. One is a show, a Queen's Roundtable show. And it is specifically, I interview a different entrepreneur. And we basically just talk openly and honestly about entrepreneurship and end on an educational note. And then I also do the A Queen's Roundtable quarterly symposiums, which the next one is coming up in May, everybody. And that is an opportunity for everybody to take that virtual stage and own your expertise. So that's what I spend most of my time doing. And I love it. I love the, uplifting other women, One
thing you said that's going to sit with me probably for the rest of me and the rest of our lives, me knowing you, is unshakable confidence. That's good. What is your definition of unshakable confidence?
Okay, so it's many different facets to it. But when you talk about unshakable confidence, in this world that we live in, and especially in this virtual arena, and I'll just kind of go there because I know a lot of us have had to shift, with COVID, the pandemic. I want to say after it because we're still going through it. We're still, experiencing the aftermath of it, if you will. But a lot of us have had to shift, and it's like we look at other people online and see what they're doing. And oftentimes we get into this whole comparison game,
Mm,
you know. Like I said, so this is just I know we don't have a whole lot of time, but this is the first thing that comes to my mind that I want to share. Is this whole comparing yourself. Oh, well, this person is doing this. So that means I need to do this. This person is on Instagram, they on Twitter, they over here, they're doing this, they're doing that. You know what I mean? And you automatically think that you're not doing anything, or what you're doing is somehow less significant because you're not doing exactly what that other person is doing.
mm,
You know? So when I think about unshakable confidence, that is the belief in yourself, the
mm.
belief that you bring, just like everybody else. We all bring something different to the table, and what
And
is meant for you is meant for you, right?
you know what? We just talked about this. I promise you, out of 12 speakers that I've interviewed today, we talked about this like 4 different times. How, as women, we're so competitive.
Mm-hmm,
How we're trying to keep up with the Joneses.
mm-hmm,
Baby, I want to keep up with Ziegler's, me, my weasels. All
mm-hmm,
the other stuff don't even matter. You know what I'm saying? Like God, He will prepare a table.
yep,
Don't worry about who gonna be sitting at your. Do you? Don't worry about what people doing, how they table look like. Cause your table ain't gonna look like my table. Cause my circle is not your circle. Like, just do your thing. Like, and it's so bad in our community, like especially women in business. Like, man,
mm-hmm. And,
that's
so, and that's why I get really excited about this topic. But and the thing of it is, when you have that unshakable confidence, you're not, and I don't mean this in a bad way, but you are not worried about what other people are doing because you feel good about yourself and you know your value, right? Everybody's not meant to sit at your table. You know what I mean? Just like you're not meant to sit at everybody else's table. So it's like once you get that, as we're talking about now, that unshakable confidence, you are laser focused and you know exactly what you're doing. You're not comparing yourself to other people. You're not feeling intimidated. You're not, going around using every opportunity to get offended. How some people if you breathe on them the wrong way, they get offended. I mean, you know what I mean? So to me, when you have unshakable confidence, that is the way it plays out in your life and in your business.
so at the level of summit. What are you gonna be speaking on? This what you're speaking on? Oh Lord,
Hmm. Yeah. I'm going to be sharing
she came
three.
like you right here dancing. She
Listen,
doing them nuggets.
come on like this. But what I'm doing is I'm sharing three tips that the ladies can take right away and begin implementing right away that will help you increase your confidence and your self-confidence.
Well, can you give me one too? I just need
One, okay. So I know we've heard this a lot. Go outside of your comfort zone
oh,
regularly, right? Now I have to say, I had to rebuild my self-esteem. So that's also something I talk a lot about. I'll share, bits and pieces of where I came from because I know how it feels to not believe in myself. You know what I mean? How not to feel worthy. I know how that feels. So I can actually walk people step by step. And it's not cookie cutter. Everything doesn't work for every single person, right? Something this may work for this person, this may work for that person. But this is one of the ways, or the major way that helped me to rebuild my self-confidence and confidence was going outside of my comfort zone. And a lot of times I think it just needs to be education around that. Sometimes people don't really realize exactly what that means. Or when they do it every once in a blue moon. I mean, it got to be something regular. You know
mm,
what I mean? How they say you got to get uncomfortable being uncomfortable. I mean, I'm sorry, get comfortable being uncomfortable.
right.
And that's really the truth. But when you go outside of your comfort zone and you rock it or you nail it, so to speak, right? That helps you over and over again to build confidence in
Mm,
yourself and your abilities. You know what I mean? I mean, think about if you think back to a time where maybe there was a task that you were given, right?
Right.
And you really were like, dang, I don't know if I could pull this off. Why'd you give this to me? What made you think I could do this? You know, and you put it together and you don't just do it, but you do it to the point where you shock yourself and other people are coming to you. They're like, wow, how did you do this? Can you help me? We want you to do the next one next year. You know what I mean? Think about instances like that, and we all have them, right?
Yes.
That means you rose to the occasion. You know, it's not like you just was sitting there just treading water like our dog does. You swam to the other side. You rose to the occasion. You know, and once you do that over and over again, you begin to prove to yourself, I can do it. Oh yeah, this is different. Have you done this before? No, I haven't, but I figure it out and I get it done, and it'll be a great result at the end of it.
Wow.
So when
But you
you
know
walk out of your comfort zone, that's what you're doing.
what, man, let me tell you something. But you gotta believe in yourself.
Yeah. Mhm.
That's what you gotta trust yourself. You know, even today, it's been just woman after woman teaching us. Don't get stuck. You know what I'm saying? Don't let what people do offend you.
Mhm.
You are valuable. I mean, it's been all day. I mean, I got so many nuggets off of these, so many nuggets of you and other people talking about personal development. So you can't do business unless you take care of your personal stuff. You can't do business unless you get the confidence you need in yourself to be who God has called you to be. You'll lose me every time if you're sitting there talking about Tom, Dick, and Harry and doing everything under the sun, but you want me to support you in your business. I can't do that. I ain't for do no foolishness. So we gotta think about anything you have in life. You gotta make sure that stuff line up, and you gotta make sure you walking the walk and talking the talk because it's gonna be revealed. How do I do that? By developing who you are as a person, by standing up for your truth and believing in yourself and your truth. That's why you're a confidence coach, Coach Jacqueline, because we need people like you to build us up, to give us the momentum we need to keep going.
Because you know what? Confidence coaches, I'm sorry, not confidence coaches, business coaches, like, strategy coaches, the people that help you scale your business, they know all the systems, they know all the bells and whistles, and they know how to, focus in on your target audience, right? Oh, that's great, right? But
Mhm.
the thing of it is, they always have to, if they haven't already, but the smart ones know that they have to have a mindset component. They may not necessarily call it confidence. A lot of people, nobody wants to say, "Oh, I have low self-esteem. I have low confidence." Nobody wants to say that, right?
No.
But what that is, how do they phrase it? They say mindset. They call it mindset work, and that's what it is. You know
Mm.
what I mean? It's basically figuring out who you are at the core and being okay with that.
Exactly.
Because you are not going to be able to deliver, right? This
Mhm.
awesome marketing strategy that this coach that you done paid 10 grand for, if you don't have the confidence in yourself,
Man, talk
right?
about it, man.
You
But
know,
we,
so,
but we skip over that. We go straight to the business.
yeah, we go straight to the business part.
We're hurting right now, and we're going. I'm a business owner, baby. You ain't even healed from what the man did to you. Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, that ain't got nothing to do with it. That has everything. Because what's going to happen when somebody do something to your business, you can get offended because you have that spirit of offense on you because of your past or because of what somebody else done did to you. You can't be in business and you still got a jacked up a jacked up life.
Mm-hmm.
You
That's
got to
true.
build confidence in yourself and believe in yourself.
It's true.
How you expect me to buy from you and you don't even believe in you?
Yeah.
I'm like the blind leading the blind. I don't
Mhm.
get that.
And
That's
then too, excuse me, a lot of times people don't realize that your level of self-confidence permeates throughout your whole life. How you handle yourself in business, in your business, or if you're, working your business and you also work, in the corporate world, how you handle your relationships, all of that. You know what
true.
I mean? All of that stems from confidence, like how you feel about yourself, how you feel about what you deserve. And a lot of times people don't realize that. It's like you could be a boss in the business arena, right?
Mm-hmm.
But maybe you have difficulty setting boundaries. Let's say, because a lot of people are like people pleasers, You know
Yes.
what I mean? And if you are people pleasing, you're not going to have the energy, whether it be physically or mentally, right? If because people will drain you. And then you turn around, you don't even have time, or you're not even able to show up 100% in your business. You know
So,
what I mean?
so how you think you're gonna prosper? Go
Exactly.
hustle.
Exactly. Yep.
Your
Exactly.
mind ain't even ready. Your mind is not even ready. I love this. I can talk about this person's development all day long. And I have just gotten a passion for it because I know I was the one that was suicidal. I was the one that was depressed. I was the one that feared things. I was the one worried about what they say. And God had to remove all that from me. He had to remove, I can't be who I am today. And I love people. I can't love you, Jacqueline, Coach Jacqueline, and still hate myself. It ain't gonna work because I'm gonna be honest with you. That stuff linger on. Like you will see the hate. That's why it's so important. Like I don't know if you remember, I don't know if you on here when Miss Sharon Graham said you have to learn how to be authentic.
Let me say it again.
How to be? She said you have to learn how to be authentic. You got to learn how to be real for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
That's important.
And you know what? Some people be pretending and don't even know they pretending. Ain't that deep? That's deep. Pretending and been doing it so long that they don't even know what their authentic self is.
Mm-mm. Because they're trying to keep up with people who is irrelevant to their mindset, who's irrelevant to their life.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna buy this car knowing you can't afford it. I'm gonna get this house knowing you can't afford that either. Well, I'm gonna wear these kind of shoes, baby. You can't, the shoe hurt your feet, and you should look pretty. Just stop. You know what I'm saying? I mean, but that's the mentality that people have.
Yeah, it's
So
true.
I'm excited about you being on the level of Summit. I know you're gonna turn up.
I'm excited too. You know, like I said, I really like talking about it. You know,
Yeah.
and I think it's important. And I think, and this is a whole nother subject, but with us as African American women, there are other components that come into play.
Yep.
You know what I mean? That cause us to, they say hurt people hurt people.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of other dynamics
Mm.
that we deal with, more specifically that also impact how we feel about ourselves. Because there's a lot of us, and there was a study, and I'm not real big on studies, but it was a study that I had read, and it said that African American women were like the most educated, I mean, within the United States, the most educated and were the most likely to have their own business, but a lot of times when you talk to these professional women, I mean, really professional women, y'all, that are making like six figures and above, once you start peeling that onion, right, you start to find out how insecure they really are. You know what I mean? So I'm just saying all that to say that just goes to show you that there's work that needs to be done. Some of us more than others, but the first piece of that puzzle is to have that awareness that you need it, that you need some assistance in that area. And don't just like mental illness, don't be embarrassed about it.
Mm.
There's nothing to be embarrassed about.
Mm.
But
you know what?
I mean,
that's what Mama said and Daddy said. You know what I'm saying? Like it's generational curses because that's what was taught to them. You need them saying, don't tell everybody our business. We'll go in our house, stay in our house. So, and that's the mentality that they have. They can't grow because they're so worried about being embarrassed or worried about what their parents or family think. Man, miss me with that. I'm gonna live my best life. I'm gonna laugh hard, love hard, and I'm gonna live hard because that's what God want me to do.
Right.
Okay, that's what He wants me to do. Well, I appreciate you for coming on my live with Talks with Coach Nikki ZEIGLER. And I know you're gonna do great because I'm gonna be listening to you, cheering you on. Go, Jacqueline, go, Jacqueline, go, Coach, go, Coach. So I know you're gonna do good. I'm excited for you. I'm excited for all of our ladies because I know it's gonna be some good nuggets being dropped and lives gonna be effective and changed. So we Karen is in order on what she's doing because these are being changed.
Yeah.
Okay. And I can't wait till you invite me on your summit. I'm gonna come and do what I got to do.
Yes, Queen, absolutely. And you're speaking too, right? During the summit? Yes. Okay.
On the summit, ma'am. I'm excited because I just know it's going to be a lot of good things happening, and it's going to be a lot of positive vibe being transformed through the internet. So that's what I'm all about.
Yeah, I'm excited too. And thank you again for having me on the show. And I'm glad we were able to connect. And I'll definitely reach out to you.
Okay, sounds good. You take care now.
All right. Thank you. Bye bye.